Hey everyone, I wanted to give an update here on some big enhancements we've made to the audio generation feature at Lingua Verbum, how I'm using it, how other people are using it, a couple tips, and just a quick walkthrough of the feature. So, audio generation is a something new that's appeared in the language learning community ever since these large language learning models have appeared and became pretty good at generating audio in different languages. So the way in Lingua Verbum that we have integrated this feature is we've allowed users to generate audio on various texts that they import. One of the major ones, and probably the largest use case here, is for eBooks. Oftentimes, you have books in these foreign languages that it's tough to find someone who actually read the book. Um, so you're just kind of forced to read it, and you can't listen. And often, I personally, I like to read these things, but I also like to work on my ability to understand the language from listening as well. So I love having a book that I'm reading, having it generated in having some audio generated for me that I can listen to while I'm walking or while I'm on the train or whatever. So I want to walk you through how that works and the whole process. So I have this book, Rubicon. This is a history of ancient Rome that I've been reading. It's actually by a English historian, but I bought the Dutch copy because I'm learning Dutch. So if I click into here, so this is obviously our eBook feature. A lot of people will be familiar with how this looks at this point, but this is just our typical eBook view where you can read the book that you imported. What we have that's interesting though, and this is how we integrated the audio generation, is each of these chapters you can actually just generate audio on independently. So the way that the audio generation works is you click on this, and that'll bring you this page where it'll tell you how many credits the audio will cost. If you need more credits, you can buy some here, and then you can select the voice that you would like. So we have many voices for all these various languages. If a language isn't supported, you can actually just pick a voice in a similar language family, and the audio generation should work on that as well. But these are real voices from real people that our service has provided that we can then use for audio generation. So you can click around, you can hear what it sounds like before, and then you'll select the language there, the voice that you want, and then you'll hit a button that says generate audio if you had enough credits. So the nice part about the audio that we generate, and I'll show you what it sounds like here. So this is the foreword of this book, and I generated the audio on it, so I'll show you what it sounds like.
10 januari, het 705e jaar sinds de stichting van Rome, het 49ste voor de geboorte van Christus. De zon was allang ondergegaan achter de Apennijnen. In het donker stond een groep soldaten van het 13e legioen in volle marsorde opgesteld. Het was een bitter koude nacht, maar deze mannen waren extreme omstandigheden wel gewend.
So as you heard, the audio is incredibly nice. It sounds like an actual human was speaking, not one of these. I'm sure you've heard these AI robotic voices. So the reason why it's you have to purchase the credits for this feature is that we use the best possible available AI audio generation service. So it's a little bit pricey, but overall it's not terribly expensive. I think for 2 hours of audio generation, which is probably enough for most materials that you would want, that's about $15 US. The nice part is, though, you don't have to generate, when you generate for a book, you don't have to generate the audio for the entire book at one time. You can generate it chapter by chapter. So, okay, maybe I I want to listen to this chapter. I don't want to generate on this entire book, so I'll just generate on this chapter, listen to that. And then the next chapter, maybe I don't do it. I read through it, so I don't want to. So that's a nice thing you can do. Um, so I would say that's one of the great example use cases that I personally use for my AI audio generation. Um, Another use case that I've been getting into more is especially when I'm learning a completely new language. Like I've dipped my hands into Spanish a little bit. But if you're starting out, I like to always generate some content that I can read at my level. But I'll show you what I've been doing is so this article. This is the history of modern Israel. I generated some just a quick 500-word essay on this topic because it was in the news. So I generated that here. I read through the article that it wrote for me, and then I thought, I'm going on a walk. Let me try and listen to this article and see what I remember, what I understood from it, and just work on my ability to listen to the language. And the way that I did that is I just generated the audio a similar way. I hit this play button here that brought me to the portal. I think it was only like 1,000 credits for this, which is actually quite cheap. And then I have my audio, and you can listen to what that sounds like here.
De moderne staat Israël heeft een complexe en vaak controversiële geschiedenis.
So this feature works like I said, with pretty much all of the languages that we have here. So Arabic, Chinese, pretty much all of these languages. So I'd encourage people to try it out. I think it's a great feature, great way to learn the language, great way to practice your listening skills, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.